guys, welcome back to my channel. It is time for the 9th update of my Rolling 10 Project Pan for 2023. So I haven't been on here in a while, at least for me it feels like it's been a while. Yeah, 3 weeks-ish, something like that. Work's been kicking my butt, not gonna lie. Yeah, so if you can relate, definitely leave a skull emoji down below to stand in solidarity, or a heart emoji. That would be great too. Give a like and a subscribe too if you're interested in watching my sporadic videos that kind of pop up whenever these days, it seems like. I try to do once a week, but yeah, it's been a little bit crazy. So let's get on with this update. Let's get on with this update and see how we did this month. All right, we're going to start with the Too Faced Marzipan Shadow from the Chocolate Bar palette. Yeah, my goal is to hit pan on this shade, and I did not achieve that goal yet this month, but I did use it 20 additional times since the last update. So Marzipan is this shade right here. As you should be able to see, there's like a bit of a dip in there. So it's getting its usage, that's for sure, but no pan yet. And the thing with this shade, it has like it looks like little pieces of like reflective shadow bits in there, and it makes it look like there's pan sometimes. So I'm like, oh, is that pan? No, it's just a little tiny piece of mica or whatever. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what you call those little shimmery things. But yeah, no pan. So that eyeshadow is still in the project, but it's a great shadow because I can use it pretty much every day if I felt like it, and like combine it with any shadow. I want to say it'll hit pan between now and November, but you never know with these shadows. They like to play tricks on you. So I'm not going to say that, but I would like to say that. I would like to believe that's true. Okay, let's move on. The Ulta crayon, this is an eyeshadow as well in Cocoa Puff. This eyeshadow, the goal was to use it 10 times, and last update I used it 8 times, so I only had to use it 2 more times to hit my goal, and I hit my goal. So this will be rolling out. I really do like these Ulta eyeshadow crayons. They're really easy to use. It's, you know, I don't even use a brush with it. I just kind of dab it on or use it in my crease, use it on my whole lid, like really super easy. But I think I'm happy to roll it out as well because, you know, I have so many different brown eyeshadows I want to use and get to those. So this one is rolling out, yay. That one I hit my goal pretty early on, so I feel like it's been ages since I touched that thing, so it's really weird to talk about it now, but great eyeshadow nonetheless. All right, we have the blush, Wet n Wild Strike a Pose Rose. This is a really old school blush that has been long discontinued. And my goal here was to use this 15 times. I've used it 13 times so far. So I have 2 more times left to use this blush. And as you can see, there is pan in the corner there. I got that pan when I had this in the project a while back. Yeah, this was the mistake pan that happened when I like accidentally gashed it with my hand. Still a really, really nice blush, but I don't know. It might be one that I declutter soonish because it's just old, and it's also very, very pigmented. So you do have to use like a light hand with it or a certain kind of brush with it that doesn't pick up as much product, which is kind of like, I don't know, to me, I'd rather just have a blush that I can build up on my own instead of a blush that like goes on really strong and then you have to like think about it too much. So, you know, I've had it for enough years that I wouldn't be opposed to decluttering it sometime soon, but you know, it still has for this project 2 more uses, and I plan on using it for 2 more uses at least. So yep, still in the project. Next we have the MAC Pearl Cream Base. Yeah, it's called the Cream Color Base, and I use this as a highlighter, and my goal was to hit pan in it. I hit pan in it, guys, so there it is. It's a nice visible pan. I'm super excited because I've used this in so many like mini projects, and then it was in a MAC project pan, I want to say a year ago-ish, something like that. And I'm so thrilled. This one I've had forever and used it so much, so to finally see pan feels really, really good. I only had to use it 1 more time since the last update to hit pan, so it happened like the next day, literally. And I used it 11 more times after I hit pan because I enjoy it so much. So I love this thing still. I'm not burnt out on it, even though I've used it so many times, so that speaks very well to how great this is. It is a wonderful highlighter, and it's like not too much too, which I love that. Because some highlighters can look way too glowy or way too like reflective for my everyday use, but this was just perfect enough to add a little bit of glow without looking overdone. So I love it. and I can roll it out. Next, I had the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. My goal with Chocolate Soleil is to use it 15 times, and I used it 13 times out of the 15. So here we are. There is a little bit of a dip going in there just from having had it for so long and using it over all these years. But yep, 2 more uses on that. Not hard because it's only this product and a cream contour that I'm using right now for a bronzer. So it's almost like a shop my stash item. So it does feel like a little bit of a cheat. Nonetheless, 2 more uses left. And I eventually want to hit pan in this bronzer. So I might try to keep it out even longer just to get more usage out of it because I want to see pan in that eventually. But that's not the goal in this project. So 2 more uses before I roll that one out. It's decent. It's a good bronzer. It's just... it's not really heavily pigmented, which is kind of nice too because you can build it up. But what I find these days is I kind of prefer cream products now because it is getting colder, and a lot of like powder products that are layered on my face tend to look very just matte and drying. So I don't know, maybe I'll just start using my one setting spray that I'm trying to declutter to kind of like tone down the matte look. The NYX Abu Dhabi Matte Lip Cream, that is this right here. My goal is to actually finish this one, and it's coming along. Like, I can tell that there's not a ton left in here. There might be a solid like 10 uses left in this. That's my estimation because I really don't see a lot of product in there. Like, I try to like, you know, do the whole scraping with the applicator thing, and there does seem to be some like still kind of coming out, but not as much as there used to be. So it's definitely feeling like could be around 10 more uses before this thing is emptied out completely. I still really like this. It's very easy to use. So I'll definitely miss it when it's gone. So I'm not like hyper rushing to finish it necessarily, but we'll see. I will see how it goes this month. I do have a bunch of lip products in my Shop My Stash and even in this project. So we'll see how it goes. We have the Bite Multi-Stick in the shade Cashew. So here's where we are. And my goal was to use this 15 more times. And I've used it 9 times out of 15 since rolling it in last month. So that's pretty good for me. Like, I really wanted to get more use out of this because it is so old. Bite is discontinued, and this packaging was discontinued even before it was discontinued. There's a bee kind of imprinted right there, and I'm kind of seeing the bee disappear little by little. So it's going down. I can see that progress, but yeah, I still have a couple more uses on this thing. So it's still in the project, but I found a lot of use for it. Yeah, I was worried it was going to look a little too brown because these days it depends. Like, nudes can be kind of a little temperamental with me lately. Like, sometimes they can really wash me out, or I prefer something with a little bit more of a like brighter type of hue mixed in. But I've been enjoying it. So we have next the NYX Mauve or Mauve, depending on how you say it, lip pencil. And this, my goal is also to use this 15 times. This one I used 6 times out of the 15 total. I love this lip pencil, and it really is a one and done type of product. I will be using it a lot more, hopefully, this month. Great lip product. I use it all over the lips, not as a lip liner. So it's just a nice product that I don't have to think about too much, and it's not too dark where I feel like it's too much. So this has been a winner lately. I just need to use it more. Still in the project for 9 more uses. The Bare Minerals Juju, I also had the goal of using this 15 times and use this 6 times out of the 15. This is definitely a pinker type of nude. It's not too drying. It's very, very, very comfortable. So I enjoy using this. I wasn't sure if it was like too pink for what I like to use this time of year, but I don't think it's so bright that I can't get away with it this year. So I definitely need to get the uses out of it before November rolls around, hopefully, because I just like to focus on my darker colors at this time of year. 6 times out of 15, I have a little bit more to go. So that's still in the project. I had the Beekman Body Cream Honeyed Grapefruit to use up completely. And I did use it up completely. It is completely gone. Making for another rollout, so I'm really happy about it. I just want to decrease my lotions that I have, and this was an easy one because it was like so tiny. It's like almost like a travel size. Nice product. I don't love the smell of it though. Still have a hand cream in this line because I got a set for Christmas. It came with this, it came with a soap, a hand cream, and like one or two other things. It's a really nice set and the quality is good. It's just not the fragrance I prefer. Yay, we can roll it out, and I'm always happy to finish up a lotion. So excited. Now I'm going to be rolling in 3 products. NARS Orgasm. This one I've had for way too long, and it should have pan in it. Period. That's not going to be the goal for this project. For this project, I just want to get 15 more additional uses on this. I've actually already been using it a bunch of times. It's in my Shop My Stash right now, but a solid 15 more times in an effort to eventually hit pan somewhere down the line. I don't know if I want to keep this in from now on in order to do that. Maybe make it a next year thing. I just don't want to get like burnt out talking about this every single month from now till eternity, trying to get pan on it. So I'm just going to put 15 solid uses on this, which shouldn't be too bad. I've been pretty good about using my blushes very consistently and whatever, but just kind of a preliminary goal for the eventual goal of hitting pan. So 15 uses on Orgasm. We enjoy this blush. It's not a complicated hard blush to use. On me, it's very fail proof. Not super pigmented, but just enough of color to just give you a little bit of flush. So excited because this thing is so freaking old. Another blush I am rolling in is Glossier Storm Cloud Paint. So I have 2 cloud paints in my collection, and I just want to see a lot of movement on them because they are cream products and I really like them. So to me, it makes sense. While this is nowhere near finishing, I want to use the heck out of it between now and actually maybe February, like keep it out the whole time. But again, preliminary goal, 15 uses, and in general, I don't want to finish it this year. I can't finish it this year. That's not going to happen. Or even early next year. Like, I'm not setting that type of a goal, but I want to see a lot of movement on it. So I think I'm going to be using this way past 15 times, just to get this a little bit flatter. I got this maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't remember now. Beautiful wine colored blush that can be sheared out, of course, but it's really great for the colder months, in my opinion. Yeah, that's how it looks best on me, at least. Like, with my skin tone, so I usually whip this out right around now as it gets colder. So really excited to use this 15 times with the eventual goal of just getting crazy usage on it. And last but not least, this is a weird one for me to pull out this time of year, but the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. Just a bright palette that, to me, I never pull out this time of year because it's way too bright. Like, it speaks spring, summer to me because it's so vibrant. So this is a little bit more of a challenge for me, but there's also a lot of fall shades. So there's the ones down here, the purples I could play around with, maybe even the blues. Like, I could totally see myself using this 10 times in some capacity. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to use this palette or reach for it 10 times. It doesn't matter how I use those 10 times, 10 different days of usage. I'm excited to see what looks I come up with. And if I'm good, I'll remember to take pictures of the looks I create, which won't be that vibrant, I'm just going to say, but yeah, I can't wait to use this 10 times because all my other palettes seem to get a ton of usage, way more than this. 10 uses, and I think that's a really reasonable, achievable goal for this palette. And definitely more than I would use it otherwise, like this time of the year. I hope you are thriving in your fall season because I am not right now. I'm so tired all the time and I hate it. Have a great day. Definitely like and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!